Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to be learning how to make this beautiful headwear, and as you can see, these are my measurements listed out. So as you can see in this video, I've already done the base. I have a video on my YouTube channel that is the same thing as this base here. You can see it there, the green one up there. It is the same thing. So I will drop the link in my description box so that you can go and watch it. So the only thing we're going to be learning is the bow, how I made the beautiful bow, the double bow that I attached to the headwear. So it will not be nice for me to repeat same video again, and it does not make any sense. So I will drop the link in my description box. So let's go. So this very first piece here that I'm showing you, this very first material is for the bow, and it measures 16 and a half on the stretchy side by 6, and it's on fold. So if you open it up, it will be by 12. It measures 16 and a half by 12, but because I'm folding it, it's by 6. So we're going to be cutting two of it. You can see we're going to be cutting two pieces out. 16 and a half on the stretchy side by 6. That means if you open it up, it's going to be by 12, or let me just say 16 and a half by 12. So the stretchy part is on the 16, and if you open it up, it's going to be 12. So because I'm folding it, that is why it measures 6. So what we're going to be doing here is to turn it to the wrong side. The same thing we're doing here is what we're going to be doing to the other one. So I'll just explain with this very first one. So you are going to sew it at the top. Please leave the two sides open. Don't sew the two sides. Just sew it on half or quarter an inch or at that top side. Then leave it. The next thing we're going to be using is our crinoline, and I'm using the big size crinoline. I think it measures like 7. The depth is like 7 or 7.5 or 8 inches, but the measurement for this crinoline is 15. So we're going to be cutting 2 as well. I need this crinoline for my bow to create give me that bouncy effect. And then this is the lace. I use a matching lace. You can see it's very close to the color of the material I'm using. And before I forget, the material I'll be using is what's it called, crepe, the shiny and stretchy crepe. So for this one, the loop that I'll be using to tie the two bows together, it measures 15 by 3, 15 in length by 3. So you're going to turn it on the wrong side like this and sew as well, from maybe on quarter an inch from that beginning to the end. Then you turn it out. Look for a way to turn it out because it's very, very slim. And this is the lace, because one of the bow, I use the lace to cover one of the bow. That is what is giving it that beautiful look. And for the lace, it measures 14 by 10. You can use any, you can improvise. You can just use anything that that it will just make it look beautiful. And here we go. This is me sewing my first material, the crepe, and then on half an inch, then I'll turn it out, then insert my crinoline inside. If today is your first time of coming across this video and you love what you are seeing, please click on the subscribe button so that you can get notification whenever I drop new video. And if you love what you are seeing, please kindly share this video. Thank you so much. As you can see, I have sewn and turned it out. We are going to centralize the sewn part to be, at the middle, just as the way you're seeing it here. So centralize it, make it fall at the middle, and then take your crinoline, one of the crinoline, and just insert from one side to the other side. Ensure it lays properly. Ensure that the sewn part is properly centralized. So as you're seeing it now, I will centralize it very well. As you can see, the crinoline is making one side like lift up is not a problem, is the crinoline. So what we are going to be doing next is to form our bow. Now I fold it into 2 equal parts to get my midpoint. So get your center point and mark it. Mark it. You can see I'm trying to mark on the other side. Then I'll fold one side to lap on the marked point, like on half or quarter an inch. Even if this video does not have voice over, you can watch and you will just understand. It's self-explanatory. So I will fold it to the midpoint. You can see the way it's lapping on half or quarter an inch. Then pin it down. And you take to your sewing machine and sew. If you don't have sewing machine, you can use your needle and thread to do this. So the same thing I'm doing here is what I'll be doing to the other one. We are going to be making 2 of this. So take it to your sewing machine and just sew it down. Ensure that you sew on the crinoline. Sew on the crinoline. So just watch how I'm doing this. I will sew on the crinoline on half or quarter an inch. Just sew it all the way down. Yes, that's the other one there. We are going to do the same thing to the other one and sew it down as well. So the next thing we're going to be doing here is to grab our lace pieces and then fold it into 2. You fold it into 2 on the wrong side and sew both sides down. Like you see my illustration, you see my hand illustration. Sew one side and sew the downside, then leave one side open so that you can insert the other our bow inside. So this is the tiny loop to wrap our bow in the middle. You're also going to sew on the wrong side, then look for a way to turn it out because it's very, very slim. So I've sewn it here, and before turning it to the right side, I'm trying to trim off like the excess, because if I don't trim it off, by the time I insert my bow inside, the edges will look bulky, and I don't want it to look like something is happening around the edge of my bow, and I don't want that. So I will turn it out now. Turn it out properly. And insert one of the bows. Like, we have not fully formed the bow. We just like sew it in the middle. Insert it into the lace. Align and let it sit properly. Adjust and let it sit properly. So you can see the excess. I'm going to trim some off so that I can tuck it in neatly and top stitch. You can see me trimming off some excess. So what we're going to be doing now is to tuck it in neatly, like just the way you're seeing in the video. Tuck it in neatly and top stitch. Take to your sewing machine and top stitch. You can see I have top stitch, but something is looking funny. The side that I top stitch is flat, while the other side is looking bulky. It will not make my bow fine. I like to pay attention to details. So I also take that side to my sewing machine and also top stitch on it so that it can look the same. You can see it looks the same now. So I am happy now. So the next thing to do is to form our bow. Every one of us knows how to do this. In case you don't know, this is the video here. Form your bow, gather it at the middle, Then use your needle and thread to tack it down or tie it with your thread. You do the same thing for the other one. You can see the other one that we did not cover it. That is how I want it. If you wish, you can cover both with your lace or ankara or whatever material you want to use. You can see our two bows are formed, and I'll gently place the lace bow on the other one, but not totally covering it, just like this. Not totally covering it like this. Just place it so that the other one can, at least show at the top. Then I will tack it. I will tack it down together with my needle and thread. So once again, if you are coming across this video for the first time and you love what we are, dishing out here, you love this tutorial, you love what we are doing, please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel so that I will always, you will always get notification when I drop new videos. And to all my subscribers, I want to say thank you and God bless you. To the new subscribers, God will bless you. You will not regret coming across this page. And if you have any question, you have anything you want me to do tutorial on, if I can, please just send me the video, just message me, drop a comment. I will definitely reach out to you and see how we can go about that. So thank you once again, and God will honor you. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you. So as you can see how it is looking. I have done that. So the next thing is to grab my tiny loop. That is what I'll be using to cover the center where the thread is showing. I will wrap it around it. You might not make your loop as long as this. You can just do like the one that will go around it once. But since this is long, it's like this, I don't want to just cut it off. I'll just use it to wrap it like 2 times and then cut off the excess. I will now tack it and cut off the excess. Yes. So I ensured that it finished at the back. The place you want to be at the back is where you ensure that this tacking ends. You cannot just let it, because I'm not going to be putting any accessory to cover that side. So I'll just tack it down neatly like this, because that will be my back. That side will serve as my back that I will place on my pleats. If you find this video very, very helpful, please give me a thumbs up, send me like emojis, love emojis. I really, really appreciate. And please kindly share. I will appreciate your share, please, so that others can also see these videos. Thank you so much. So after tacking, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to knot it and secure it properly. Tada, we are done. Do you like it? Look how our beautiful bow is looking. Look at it. I love using crinoline for some of my bows because it gives it that bouncy effect. So here we come, and I want to attach my bow to my. You can see these are both these are separate. The plate is not glued to the base, so I'm going to be gluing this bow to my plate. It's not going to be on the base. I'm going to be gluing it to my plate. You can decide to centralize your own. You can decide to place your own on the left or on the right side, whichever way fits or suits you best. So just attach it to any side you want, and you can use your candle gun first to hold it down, then tack it. And this is our end result. Look at it. Isn't this beautiful? Look at it, so beautiful. So thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for joining. See you next time. Bye. Love you all.